Now let's quickly write the JavaScript implementation for finding the minimum value on a sorted rotated array using binary search technique. So here I have defined the function and everything. So here let me just define length and read the length of the array that we have got so that we can use it wherever we want. Now to handle the first case where the array is sorted but not at all rotated, in that case, to return the minimum value, I don't want to run the binary search technique and all for finding the minimum value. I simply want to compare the value at the 0th index and the last index. If based on the result that we are getting, we will be able to identify if it is rotated or not. So for that, let's compare the value at 0th index and length -1, which is nothing but the last one. If at all the value at 0th index is smaller, that basically represents that the array is not at all rotated. In this case, we will simply return the value at 0th index itself. If this is not the case, then the array is rotated. Now our aim is to find the minimum value using binary searching technique. So here for that, let's just define the helper variables pointing to 0 and last index, and let's also define middle, and this middle let's in the beginning let's initialize it with -1. Now we will simply run a loop as long as start is less than end. What we will do, we will calculate the middle. To get the whole number for the middle, do the math.flow of start plus end divided by 2. Once we get the middle, here what we will do is we will compare the value at the middle index with the value at the end index. Here the comparison that we are doing is the value at the middle index is greater than the value at the end index. That means we have the value at middle and we have the value at end. Now we are basically saying the middle value is greater than the end value. Since the array is sorted and rotated, the smaller value will be on the right side in this case because the middle value is greater than end value. To continue the search on the right part, what we will do is we will update the start with middle plus 1. Okay, so the values that I have passed for testing here are basically 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, right? And the array has been sorted in the ascending order and rotated twice. So here if I run this program right now, the output should be 2 because 2 is the minimum value. So if I run this code right now, the output that I have got is 2. Similarly, let's just say I don't have 2 here, rather I have only 4, 5, 6, 3. In this the array is rotated once, so and the minimum value is 3, right? So output should be 3. That is what we have got. Similarly, let's just say instead of this 3 we have 8 and 9. Now basically all the values are sorted in the ascending order itself and the array is not at all rotated. In this case the minimum value is 4. So if I run this now, the output is 4. Okay, so whatever the logic that we have written for finding the minimum value is working absolutely fine. If at all if you want to test couple of other scenarios, you can use the link in the description box to reach codingpal.org. There we have listed some more test cases that I have not tested here. You can use them and test your code for those test cases as well. Along with that, you can find the code for various other approaches as well. Okay, anyway, that's it for finding the minimum value on a sorted rotated array using binary search technique. I'll see you in the next problem.